If you haven't seen this video from Miami International Airport of TSA agents stealing from travelers, it might shock you. Here, TSA agents were caught on camera stealing $600 from a traveler's wallet as they passed through the security line. And this wasn't an isolated incident. These TSA agents were working together and admitted to stealing around $1,000 a day until they were caught. Fortunately for us, these TSA agents were brazen enough to do this while they knew they were under camera surveillance, and we were also lucky enough that somebody was actually reviewing the footage and caught these TSA agents and wasn't actually in on it and working with them. If nobody reviews the footage or nobody notices the theft or the person reviewing the footage just doesn't care, then things can get really out of hand. For instance, in 2012, a former TSA agent was sent to 2 years in prison for stealing $800,000 in valuables and money from unsuspecting travelers. There are no doubt still TSA agents stealing from travelers in the United States and security personnel all over the world in airports who are taking cash and valuables from travelers who probably don't realize it until it's too late. And by the time you do realize it, you might go back to security and end up asking the person who stole from you whether or not they found your missing items. These kind of thefts are very easy for TSA agents because there's nobody policing them, and most people are completely unaware that this kind of theft can happen in the security line. I've traveled to over 110 countries, flown through hundreds of airports, and worked as a physical security consultant for some of the largest companies on earth. Today I want to show you the mistakes these travelers made by going over the footage that caught these TSA agents in the act. Then I'm going to give you a 3-part security plan that you should always follow so that your cash, valuables, and other important items make it with you through the security line so that they don't get stolen the next time you're at the airport. And you might be surprised that the first step is the most effective and the easiest one to implement with no special equipment required, and that is preventing the opportunity for the theft in the first place. A lot of people, even most people I would bet, feel like airports are inherently safe. There are security guards around, lots of scanners and screenings, all of which can make you drop your guard. An important point to remember is that airport security is highly focused on stopping external threats like terrorism, not internal threats like petty theft. On top of that, a lot of airports aren't regularly independently reviewed by third-party consultants or outside firms who can take a look at how airport security is working, which means the airports are effectively policing themselves, and it creates this big gap so that nobody can really see or detect whether or not airport security has become corrupt or ineffective. When the people in charge of security have no oversight, it makes stealing a lot easier because who's going to catch them? Keep this in mind when you're at the airport, like you would any other crowded public place. Be aware of your surroundings and keep track of your valuables, especially when you have to take them out of your pockets. That's the first part of your security plan. Don't drop your guard just because you're in an airport. The second part of your security plan is one you're probably already familiar with, but a lot of people, again, just seem to totally forget about when they're at an airport. The security line is not the time to turn off your brain. You can see in the video here, people are not staying with their things, but the even bigger mistake is packing their valuables right in front of the TSA. You need to have a plan for your carry-on and anything in your pockets before you get to the security line. Take any aerosols, small liquid containers, and put them in a plastic bag so you're not fumbling around at security. Then, before you get to security, take your wallet, purse, and phone and place it somewhere in the interior of your carry-on luggage. You can see all of the bags around here. The TSA doesn't have a lot of time to go through and steal things. They're going to go for the easiest targets, like wallets and purses or watches out in the open. That's why you should always take your phone and your wallet and your purse and your other valuables and stuff them in an interior pocket inside of your bag. And if you don't have an interior pocket, what you can do is take a jacket or a t-shirt or some clothes and basically just stuff those on top of your things. Just make sure that your valuables are in the least accessible place possible. It's going to be a lot more tempting and easier for a TSA agent to take cash out of a wallet that's in an open security tray. They're unlikely to take everything out of your bag looking for a wallet, and that's part of the reason that you did all of this packing before you got to the security line, because the TSA agents don't even know that your valuables are in here, or they don't know where they are exactly in the bag, so they're just probably going to move on to the next easier target. Never, never, never leave your phone, wallet, expensive watch, passport, cash, or any other smaller valuable in a tray by itself. always group it in a bag or something larger in a part of the bag that's hard to get to. Oh, and in case you were wondering, after you put all of your things in your bag, make sure that you zip up the zippers. Be consistent with how you pack your carry-on bag so there's less to think about and distract you when you're in the security line. You know, in most places, you're gonna have to take your big electronics out of your bag. So make use of any sleeves, like a laptop sleeve that your backpack might have. And if you've got a tablet, the same goes for that as well. Put it in an easily accessible place so that you can easily take it out instead of having to fumble through your bag to find these larger items that you know you're probably going to have to take out. I like to take any smaller electronics, like my camera, microphone, lights, extra phones, anything smaller, and put them in a larger bag like these travel packs. I also use toiletry kits to hold smaller electronics, so there are fewer things I have to take out at security and less stuff I have to keep track of. And that's because smaller stuff can be more easily and less noticeably stolen when they're on their own. Also, when you're in the airport security line and you have to take things out of your bag, count. Bag is 1, this is 2. I use this system all the time. Let's say I have to take my tablet out 3, and maybe a charger, that's 4. And I keep that number in the back of my head so that way I know when I get through airport security and I'm getting my things out of the tray again, I know that number. So if something is missing, so if there's supposed to be 4 things, but there are only 3, immediately I know that something is not right. Now, if you have cash with you, make sure you count that as well. I'm assuming by now you're gonna hide this in your wallet and put that deep within your backpack, but it doesn't hurt to count this as well, so that way you know if something is missing. Sometimes airport security has to take your wallet out, or they have to take everything out of your bag. In some airports, like in India, they will do this. So just make sure you count your cash as well so you know immediately if something is missing. I try to stay with my things as it goes through the airport security line. And then when I get to the other side, I make sure to count. Remember that number from the beginning? I make sure to count 1, 2, 3, 4, that all of my things are here. And also, if I have some cash, I will just take a look at my wallet and just take a look at it, even though it's buried deep inside the bag. Maybe take out the cash, count that, make sure that's all there. Then also make a look at my cards, make sure my passport is there. Just really the essentials, the very important items to make sure that everything is there. Oh, and also don't forget, count how many trays you use. If your bag is on its own, that's 1. And then if you get a tray, that's 2 or 3. Try to minimize the number of trays that you use, but always keep those numbers in mind so that way you know right away if something is missing. And that's not just for stolen things. You can very easily forget stuff. It happens all the time at airport security, so having those numbers in mind will help prevent that too. In the security line, I have so many times seen people who at the last minute had to grab an extra tray or rush off from airport security forgetting about their belt, bag, passport, or other stuff because they didn't count. Your brain has a tendency to remember the first number. Oh, I took 1 tray, but then if at the last minute you add another, you might not remember it. It sounds silly, but trust me, it is much more common than you might think. Which is where a crucial and the third part of your security plan comes into play, and that is controlling the pace. Theft at airport security, like theft in general, is heavily reliant on timing. So the better you can control the pace, the less likely you are to get robbed. Here's how. Airports are crowded, busy, and often we're excited to travel or stressed. There are long lines, TSA agents shouting for no reason. All of this can increase anxiety and cause you to move quickly, be distracted, and make mistakes. There are elements though of these situations that you can use in your favor to slow things down. First, try to get to the airport with enough time to comfortably go through security. I'm about as last minute as you can be, but I always make sure I have enough time so I'm not scrambling through the security line. Next, have your carry-on prepared before you get to the airport and try to minimize the amount of cash and valuables you bring with you. There are ATMs everywhere in the world, so you don't need to have large sums of cash with you upon arrival to the airport. Also, like I mentioned, stay with your things when you go through the airport security line. Keep as few trays as possible and wait until your tray goes into the X-ray machine before you go through the metal detector. This way you can keep an eye on your things as long as possible and maintain high situational awareness. Some of you have asked me, what if you're not allowed to stay with your things in airport security? Well, there are a few tricks you can use to maximize the amount of time that you spend with your things as you go through the security line. The first is to load your tray slowly as you walk with it. I find this gets you a little closer to the X-ray machine and more time with your stuff. You can also look for gaps in the security line. There might be an opening, or when it's really crowded, just hang around near your tray, and if somebody asks you to move along, let them know you prefer to stay with your things. That's not possible at all airports. For example, London's Heathrow Airport has a different tray system that makes it difficult for you to stay with your things, but this is not make or break, right? This is all part of a security strategy and all a piece of a bigger puzzle that you're doing to make sure that you stay as safe as possible and reduce the likelihood that any of your things will get stolen. It's an element among several precautions, like one I call streamlining. Streamlining is advanced preparation. For example, take your watch off before you get to airport security, don't wear a belt, and take your hat off. Wear comfortable shoes that are easy to take on and off, and if they're not, loosen your laces or buckles as you walk up to the security line so you can get them off quickly. All of these things are going to save you time. Remember, we're trying to control the pace here. This guy right here is staring at the TSA agent as he's rummaging around someone's purse, but he doesn't notice because one, he's not expecting the TSA agents to steal, and two, he is all over the place. Forgetting things in his pocket, going back to the security line, he's distracted, which is what any pickpocket is looking for. It's also important to remember that not only can airport security and TSA agents steal from you, but you can still just get pickpocketed at an airport. Opportunists, pickpockets, they also fly and use airports and airplanes as well, so you want to make sure that you don't lower your guard. And you can also take one strategy that the TSA agents in this video use to steal from people to turn it into an advantage for you. When you go through airport security, if you're not traveling solo, have everyone in your group keeping an eye out on everyone else's things. You can also have the last person who goes through security be the lookout for everyone else's things that are up ahead. The TSA thieves from Miami Airport were working in a team, and if you can too, it will reduce the likelihood someone can get away with stealing from you. I've also seen at airports, people just completely spread out their things when they're at the gate or maybe when they're at a cafe waiting for the next flight announcement. And they've got their wallet, their tablet, their chargers. They've basically got everything spread out like it's their living room. Again, don't drop your guard at the airport. People can steal from you just as easily there as they can at a mall or somewhere else, at other places where you're less likely to do those kind of things. And remember, the airport is a public place that's crowded with a lot of people. So treat it with the same precaution you would at any other public place. And if I'm a pickpocket and I steal something from an airport, it's going to be very difficult for you to recover it because chances are I'm on a flight to another city or even another country. So you're not going to get your things back. So an opportunist is going to know this and maybe think, that person is not keeping an eye on their tablet or not keeping an eye on their wallet. I'll just grab it and make my way on to my next flight, completely reducing the chances that you will ever get your things back at all. In the video, you can see people looking around, but I'm not shy. I try to keep an eye on my stuff as long as possible and go through the body scanner at the same time my things go through the X-ray machine. None of these tactics in this security plan might seem significant, but combined, they make it more difficult for a TSA agent to steal from you. Remember, you don't have to outrun the lion, you just have to outrun the person next to you. And TSA agents are a lot like that lion. They're going to go for the easiest target, so the more difficult you can make for them, the less likely they are to steal from you. Hit the subscribe button, then watch this video to see how to protect your wallet from pickpockets once you get to your destination.